Cheers, mate. Quick question, boss.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in love? It's pretty good.
What's been the most memorable time period of your life?
Being married to my wife for 51 years. I'll never forget her. We were a perfect couple and enjoyed each day together. And when I lost her, I lost my life. So I'm just existing now till I go and join her.
I guess when you're young, just believe there'll be many people with whom you connect with. Later in life, you realize it only happens a few times.
Find someone you can love like crazy and who'll love you the same way back. How do you find him? Well, you forget your head and you listen to your heart. I'm not hearing any heart. Because the truth is, honey, there's no sense living your life without this. To make the journey and not fall deeply in love, well, you haven't lived a life at all. But you have to try, because if you haven't tried, you haven't lived.
This camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I have literally nothing going on. I have no friends. Does anybody want to hang out?
Just got out of a 3-hour movie and didn't check my phone the entire time. And I just popped it open. 0 notifications. Someone DM me.
Are you lonely?
Yeah.
I've had many moments of like loneliness, and even now there's those moments still happen. In all of the stories, the hero gets lonely, and that's like very true to me, because it's like if you're gonna go after something worthwhile, you're gonna get lonely while you're doing it. Anything worth going for has those moments, and he says now it's the time. Show them what you're made of.
That's the thing about being alone. It's not that you feel like you don't have anybody. It's like you feel like nobody has you. And man, and I know when, especially when we're young, that's so, we can't even put it into words, but we can feel that. And I remember a lot as a child feeling that way.
I just want you to know that there are people who care about you. There are people who maybe you might not even know who are here to help you.
Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that you can learn to appreciate them when they're right. And sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together.
You want to know something about yourself? Sit on your bed one night and say to yourself, my life is not everything I want it to be, and perhaps it's not everything that I need it to be. You ask yourself, you sit on the bed and say, okay, man, I'm ready to learn something. Like what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix, that I would fix? It's like, you meditate on that, you'll get an answer. And it won't be one you want, but it'll be the necessary one.
Success is not how far you got. Because, see, you're going to be disappointed all the time. Because somebody always further than you. So now you'll forever be disappointed. Success ain't how far you got. Success is how far you got from where you started. That's your success.
The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911. And you got to rescue you first.
You can see me. Get out of here, bub. And you matter, alright? There's always going to be somebody that cares about you. And you're a good person. No matter what people say, you matter. Ignore them. They're losers. The ding-dong ditching you. I'm just trying to say something nice. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They're running away and stuff. I'm just trying to say that you matter, man. Or girl, whoever you are, you matter to someone. Just keep that in mind. Don't forget that.
Sometimes we don't reach for the stars. Sometimes we are satisfied with what people tell us we're supposed to be satisfied with. And I'm just not going for it.
Sometimes the nicest people you meet are covered in tattoos. And sometimes the most judgmental people you meet go to church on Sundays.
What does losing feel like to you?
It's exciting.
Why is it exciting?
Because it means you have different ways to get better. There's certain things that you can figure out that you can take advantage of, right? Certain weaknesses that were exposed that you need to shore up, right? So it was exciting. I mean, it sucks to lose,
right?
But at the same time, there are answers there if you just look at them.
Now, when a woman does forgive you, it's because she loves you, she cares about you, she thought more highly of you. She goes through a period while she's trying to figure out how she got it wrong. Was she wrong about you? If you could prove to her that she wasn't wrong, you can fix it. Sometimes when you get the man back, you get a better man. Now, you can throw him away if you want to, but you could be tossing away a better man now that has learned this lesson.
Look, I'm gonna tell you some shit now. Somewhere down there, somebody coming, boy. Somebody coming, boy. And guess what's gonna be their reason for coming? Me, bitch, because they gonna be like, I can do that shit. And I'm gonna tell you why, because it's the same shit I did. Can't tell me this ain't how it works.
There are 3 basic rules to life. Don't promise when you're happy. Don't reply when you're angry. And don't decide when you're sad.
Everybody would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't, because they must fall in line with the person in front of them. You want to live that kind of life? I wish you the best. I'll be on the other side somewhere.
Truth was, I mean, yeah, I was really in love with her at the time, but also I was just afraid of change. You know, I was so scared of change. You have to find yourself now. You have to find out who you are, and it's going to take effort, man. I hate to tell you that because I know it's probably going to be hard sometimes to, you know, stay motivated or stay moving if you get those thoughts in your head that she doesn't care, or she's not thinking about you, or she's dating or doing other things. But you can do it. But there's a great chance, it's hard to see this when you're young, and I'm not preaching at you, but it's hard to see how many more opportunities you may have to date or to be in love. But also, those are just my thoughts, man, and what do I know? You know, I'm just a struggling man in his 30s that's, you know, only got 5 days off of his own ball bag. So, who knows?
The thing, we're never going to get it right. We're never going to walk on a straight line. We're still going to trip. We're still going to fall. But if we can continue to be better than we were the day before, the week before, then we're doing our job.
The quote says, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked into it. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
Everything's going to be okay. Everything you're worried about is going to be okay. That too, whatever it is, that also is going to be fine. But you're going to be fine, man. No matter what, you're going to be okay. Just remember that. You already are okay. So you got this, baby boy. And I love you, man, and I'm excited for you.
You're a young couple, and you're going through something, and you're like, man, we must be the worst couple in the world. We must be the worst. Just ain't got it. Of course you ain't got it figured out. When you hit 30, you still ain't 30 years of marriage, you still ain't gonna have it all figured out. My wife and I are still trying to figure stuff out. And we just take it as it comes, and we learn, and we mature, and we grow. And it takes time. But you'll not get there if you quit. You're not supposed to have it all together. You're not expected to have it all together.
I'm in a space where I just want peace and just want to be happy. And then I want everybody around me to be happy. That way, every moment that we have and wherever we're at, we having fun and we enjoying life and knowing none of this ain't promised.